Hello and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd give a bit of an update of everything that's kind of happened at the end of last year and at the beginning of this year. We're now, what are we, 3 weeks into January? 4 weeks into January? 3 weeks. 3 weeks into January, right? Wow, like, where did that go? And I mean, we were so glad to be done with 2020, but 2021 maybe didn't start as great as it could have. But for me, 2020 was a good year in terms of my illustration and growing my business. I'm really glad to say that I now have my things in a few shops. So Pop Canberra, which is in Braddon in Canberra, and also at the Botanic Bookshop at the Australian National Botanic Gardens, also in Canberra. And I have things at Art House Industries in Port Macquarie. The Washi Gang have some of my washi tapes, which is really cool. Also, That's Fantastic. She also has some of my washi tapes. And I feel like I'm missing some. Oh, there's a florist. I've forgotten the name, but there's a florist that has just opened on the south coast, and she ordered some, greeting cards and prints and things that would obviously go with floristry. I will try and leave her linked because I looked at her website and oh my goodness, those arrangements are so beautiful. So if you're on the south coast of New South Wales, you need to check this out. She needs to move to Canberra. So despite everything that happened, I guess my business is starting to go well, and that's something that I owe to you guys. And I'm going to talk a little bit later about something that I have going on that's actually going to launch tonight. So yeah, towards the end of last year, it was tricky for me. I do also work full-time in graphic design and marketing, but apart from that, I ended up with like really low B12 levels and iron levels, which are usually low, but they were low too. And the result of that, B12 is sort of what gives you energy and helps you to think well and remember things, like it helps your brain work properly. I'm really like dumbing this down, sorry. If you have been low in B12 before, you'll know. I was seriously low and had to get a series of injections. And what that meant was that I was extremely tired and I had no energy whatsoever. I was feeling quite dizzy and like most of the time, to the point where driving home, I drive at least 35 minutes to and from work every day. And driving home had sort of become, if I'm honest, a little bit dangerous. But what can you do? And yeah, so I was sort of trying to deal with that, as well as the fact that I was struggling to concentrate and think properly, and I actually did have problems with my memory. I'm starting to wonder if I had like early onset Alzheimer's or something weird. And then a blood test discovered it was just low B12. So yeah, so I had a series of injections. Hopefully that's going to be okay now, although I've started to feel some of those symptoms again, so I'm really hoping that it's all okay. Could just be that it's, the beginning of the year and there's a lot of work to do, both at home in my business and also at work in my full-time job. So it could just be that, I'm just tired. So yeah, it made for quite a difficult ending of the year, and it meant that for me, I had booked a week off before Christmas, so it kind of worked out as like a week and a half of leave, given all the public holidays, and I had booked to go to see my family. So my parents live in Port Macquarie, beautiful Port Macquarie, and my sister lives up in Queensland with her wife. And we were all going to travel and meet in Port Macquarie, and it was going to be so exciting. And then, of course, another COVID breakout in New South Wales. So I was lucky. I actually was able to get through to Port Macquarie before it sort of started to shut things down. So yeah, I was lucky. But unfortunately, my sister, who I have not seen now for over 18 months, could not come down. Just the risk was too high. And that was kind of what kept me going at the end of last year. It was like the light at the end of the tunnel, you know. I knew if I could just like keep going that eventually that was kind of the celebration at the end, and then it didn't happen, so it was a little bit of an anticlimax. But Port Macquarie was nice. It rained most of the time. Yep. But on the rare occasion that it didn't rain, I did try and get out and do a few things. Christmas. I hope that you guys had a good one. I know that really I'm so lucky. We are so lucky in Australia. Yes, we've had some lockdowns. Where I am in Canberra has been incredibly lucky. Whereas all over the world, you know, that's not the case at all. So I hope that whatever it was for you, I hope that you were able to have a good time. Yeah. And here's hoping that this year will start to get better. Hopefully we'll start to get vaccines and things will start to improve. Fingers crossed. So this year, I thought it would be a nice quiet start at work, and of course that didn't happen. A couple of days in and it was all go. But hey, you don't want to be sitting around doing nothing, right? But I have some exciting things planned for my business, and one of them being we'll see how this goes, but I really want to design a 2022 diary. I have an idea for how I'm going to do this and a bit of a plan. And yeah, if you want to follow along that journey with me, I will probably be posting, I plan to post regularly about it on my Patreon. So in my Patreon community. So yeah, if you want to follow along and even have a say in what I'm doing and just see how it happens, how it all comes together, as well as everything else I do in the background as an illustrator, please head over to my Patreon and join in. It's a little community that I'm hoping to build up. I'm part of some other illustrators' Patreons. I love it. I love being able to connect with them there. It's generally a lot of other creative people or just lovers of creativity that sort of join those communities, and it ends up being just, I don't know, like just a really nice place to be. Like-minded people, good conversation, and that's what I'm hoping to build up as well. So I'll leave that also linked in the comments and you can check that out. So that's one of the big projects I'm planning to do, is a 2022 diary planner. And then there's just a lot of other things. So on Instagram, you may have seen I've been mocking things up just to see how they might go, like bamboo reusable cups, because I think they're really beautiful as well as great for the environment. Those awesome, those 12-hour hot, 24-hour cool stainless steel bottles. I'd love to be able to get those done. I don't know if I can. So a massive thing with like trying to get products made and manufactured is that you do have to order in these like massive quantities to start with, and it's really hard because like who has that kind of money, especially when you are an illustrator. But hey, we'll see what we can get done. And there's a few other little things which I'll be releasing in the coming weeks as well, but I'm not going to tell you because it's a surprise. Yes, I'm a dork. And the other exciting thing that happened a couple of weeks ago, without me even realizing almost, is my Instagram following clocked just over 2,000. I think it's at 2030 or something at the moment. So wow, and thank you guys, that's really cool. So tonight on Instagram I will be releasing a giveaway. I have them here. I'm going to be giving away one of these scarves. So this scarf, oh, I love it so much. It's the first scarf I've ever had manufactured, and I'm hoping to do some more scarves this year too, by the way. It's worth $70. There are only I think I only have 7 left. So this is one of them. There was only 50 made, and I don't think I'll get them made again. So that was kind of like limited edition. So that's one of the things. And the other one is these earrings, because they're sort of like, you know, matching. And if you know me, you know that I love matching. It's really sad, but it's true. So this will be given away tonight. Well, the giveaway will start tonight. It runs for a week. So yeah, do head over to Instagram. What is this camera doing? Yeah, do head over to Instagram, check that out tonight, and hopefully you can enter, and who knows, maybe you'll win. But yeah, that's just to thank you so much. Over 2,000 followers. I can't even... Yeah, like I know in the grand scheme of things, compared to what some people have, not that we should be comparing ourselves, like I know that's not a massive number, but for me, that's a massive number. That's a lot of people. And just thank you so much. I really love Instagram. I find it's a really supportive place, and I love reading the comments and just interacting with you guys there. So yeah, thank you so much. The first painting that I did this year was a terrarium. I have wanted to paint a terrarium for ages, so I'm so glad that I finally did. And I will pop it up here somewhere. Yeah, I'm so glad I did. I've made prints of those, and I have the original also if you are interested. I'm looking over there because it's currently hanging on my wall. And I also made some stickers, and I also made stickers from the kookaburra that I printed last year too, so I'm really happy with them all. I don't know what else to say. So I tell you what, I will leave you now with some pictures of Dirty Jane's. Some of you guys might know this. Dirty Jane's is a place that actually started in Bowral, and there is one still in Bowral. I don't know how to describe it except that there's a whole bunch of different shops, from antiques to collectors to artists, and they rent sort of little stalls inside a bigger warehouse. And it's amazing, and I just love going there, and I love browsing. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have made it this far, thank you so much. Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I would love it if you loved this video. Please press like, and if you want to see more, please also follow my channel. And yeah, thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye. become a lot. Have you noticed?